you're doing is out of vibrational alignment with your higher self. Your higher self is saying, be whoever you want to be. Focus on whatever you want to focus on. Create whatever you want to create. Don't wait for circumstances because they don't really exist. They're just mirrors and smoke. Smoke and mirrors mirroring you. When you keep waiting, your frequency is out of alignment with the truth of your being. Right? That is the frustration. The frustration is not that things don't happen fast enough. The frustration is that you keep waiting. You may conscious with your limited conscious mind, you may think it doesn't serve you, but discover the unconscious mind, which still believes it serves you. Because addiction is nothing but an expression of your beliefs still. There is no addiction. It's not a thing that exists. Yeah. There is choosing. And you're choosing to continue a similar pattern because you believe it still serves you. For example, or just anything, whether it's high or low frequency, doesn't really matter ultimately. It can be high frequency to one person, but it can be low frequency to you. You are the high or low frequency, not the thing, not the cigarettes, not the whatever you're addicted to, not the pattern. Everything is inherently neutral. Smoke and mirrors are empty of meaning, empty of vibration in that sense. They're not really empty of vibration, they are vibrational. But they're empty of value. They're empty of right or wrong, high or low. You are either high in your alignment or out of alignment, which we could call low frequency. Does that make sense? The symbol of whatever your addiction is, it may be a pattern of keep doing something a certain way or you keep waiting. But to call that an addiction is to excuse yourself and to say, okay, this is outside of my creatorship. While you created the entire universe, you say, except for this thing. I created all that is, but not this pattern. So I'm still addicted to it. There's nothing I can do about it. But there is an underlying belief that suggests that that pattern is serving you. What does that believe? Open up your conscious mind to your sub and unconscious mind so that they become one whole consciousness more and more so every day again. Have 95% of your focus be on what excites you. And whenever genuinely something comes up that seems to obstacle you, that seems to trip you up, investigate. As soon as you've come to clarity about it, restart, or not restart, but re-enter your flow of acceleration and excitement and joy and being absolutely oblivious to circumstances. Then when something trips you up, investigate. What is it? Clear it up. Identify the belief. See if it still serves you. If it seemingly still serves you, ask yourself, are you sure? Why do I believe it still serves me? Am I afraid something's going to happen to me? What if that thing would happen to me? Would it be that bad? Would there be no way out of it? No, there wouldn't be. Okay, so it doesn't serve me anymore. Boop. And you are in your excitement again, and you're acting on your passion. And then something trips you up, and you stop for a second. That's all right. You don't have to keep in your flow. Try to ignore something. Sometimes that can work. But sometimes you just need to see that thing and investigate. Because you're accelerating, you're expanding your frequency, and in that new frequency heaven on earth domain, closer to heaven on earth domain, there are certain frequency beliefs that simply don't fit in, that you're trying to carry with you. It's like trying to carry a cube of ice with you as you approach the sun. It just doesn't work. It can't be there. And so your attention is pointed on the fact that the ice is melting. Similarly, when you enter new frequency states, you increase your frequency and everything about you starts to transform. You will hit many points that point you to the melting beliefs. And so you can facilitate that process, accelerate it by investigating and making that loving sort of conscious moment with yourself where you see, hey, wait a second, let me honor this belief for a moment because this has served me for so many years because I didn't take care of myself consciously. So be grateful for the fact that that belief has always unconsciously supported your reality. But now that you're expanding your consciousness, you become more responsible, you become more empowered and more able to take care of yourself vibrationally and consciously at every given moment because you have that intentional clarity every single moment, more and more. You become sharper, more crisper, more awake, more responsive, more empowered. As a result, you no longer need that unconscious, distorted, sort of ineffective belief to unconsciously create a portion of your reality for you. You can now intend what that's going to look like. You can now be the painter of that painting. So those fourth arms, the third and the fourth arms, which are your unconscious arms, which were sort of like painting your picture, most of your picture, and now you're saying like, hey, wait a second, I actually don't want my picture to look like that. I have the power to paint with my hands consciously. As you start doing that, you start bumping into your unconscious arms that are also painting the picture because that's what they know. They're trying to serve you, right? They've always served you. So ask them, or ask yourself, how do I believe these beliefs serve me? And then either see that they still do or don't. But if they trip you up, they usually don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be conscious of them. Whatever truly serves you, you don't become conscious of as a limiting belief. As soon as you're aware of a limiting belief, it doesn't serve you, but a portion of your mind may still be unconscious and wants to be made conscious. That's why it trips you up in that moment, so you become aware of it. So you can lovingly be grateful for how it served you and transform it, so that it can join you. That portion of your consciousness which was segregated, separated, given away to the unconscious can be made conscious, add to your consciousness, expand your consciousness, and limit the amount of unconsciousness you need to create your life. You want to let go of an employee that has served you for so long. You're not going to just kick his ass out, right? He's served you for 30 years. He's like one of your senior employers. And so you're the CEO, and now you figured something else out. You either found someone more capable, or you want to do it yourself, or you hired this team that can do it. And so his skills no longer are competent enough to take the business to the next level. Excellent. Thank you. So, as a result, you appreciate that senior employee, no? There's no reason for you to be angry at him. There's no reason for you to feel separate from him. In fact, you give him 3 months notice, and at the end of 3 months notice, you throw him a big party and you give him a bonus. That's what you do, so that every part of your whole being feels comfortable with the separation agreement, with the agreement to move on to something new. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So a similar loving kind approach should be approached to your own unconscious mind, to your own beliefs that no longer serve you. So you're expanding your consciousness. You're getting really excited about this project in your life, or all these projects in your life. Just the way you live your life, you're expanding yourself. You get really excited. As a result, your personal frequency increases because it lines up with that background sending of your higher self frequency. That makes sense, right? That principle. You feel out of alignment when you're not in alignment. You feel good when you are in alignment. So when you're in alignment, your frequency increases, your perspectives line up. And as this frequency increases, it will reveal what does not fit in anymore, right?